But I do want to share something that happened yesterday during the afternoon. I was pretty tired yesterday. I was pretty exhausted, so I went down to take a rest on my cot. And I had brought a bunch of children's books with me to read to the Xanue. My kids really wanted to, give the Xanue gifts, and for me to bring their favorite Bigfoot, like their favorite Bigfoot children's books for me to read. And so I sat on my cot and I pulled out a classic fairy tale book, and I started with Alice in Wonderland, going down the rabbit hole. And that wasn't on purpose, by the way. It was just the first one in the book. But so I read that, and after I finished, I was really tired, and so I laid down to take a rest, and about 5 minutes in, I was just dozing off, and they pulled on my leg. I was like, all right, I know you really want me to read you some stories, that's what I'm feeling, but I'm really tired. So if you can let me rest a little bit, I'll read some stories a little bit, when I wake up. And I'm not sure how much time passed, but all of a sudden, I was yanked. And like my leg just went straight out down to my cot, and I was like, okay, I will read you stories. So I sat back up, and I pulled out two that are specifically about Bigfoot, and I held it up, and I was like, this one's called Sasquatch Tales. It's about you guys, so I hope you guys are excited about that. And it sounded as if something fell out of the tree and crashed right there next to my cot. And it was kind of like, there was also like this little, like a low growl, not a growl, but I don't know how to explain it, like the noise that went with it. And I took that as, okay, you're excited about this one. So I read that one. And then the second one is called Roger the Bigfoot. And it's about a small Bigfoot that finds a human, and the other Bigfoots don't believe him. And it's the cutest little story. It's my kid's favorite. And there's a part in it where he finds the human, and he says, and I remained calm. And I'm always pretty animated with my kids on that part. And so I did it just like I was reading it to my kids. And all of a sudden, the trees around me just started popping and like creaking, and like it was like the trees were laughing. And that was really special, because I was involving my kids with this as much as possible, and I felt like my kids in the Xanue were connecting through me in a way, and it was pretty special for me. But yeah, thank you so much for this weekend. It has been, great. It has been an absolutely amazing weekend. A lot has happened. A lot of really special things have happened, and that includes the connections that have been made. And I love all of you. I love the Xanue, and thank you so much, Matt and Cynthia, for opening your home. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm so glad that I could be part of it.
Thank you. Speaking of Cynthia, hi.
Hello. Let's see, last night, lots and lots and lots and lots of red behind the wood pile. One time I saw a kind of a flash go from the right-hand side up to the left. I couldn't see Zorth from where I was sitting, but I was really excited that he showed up. And then I was tired, so I went to bed around midnight too. I think we were all exhausted. And I got settled down in my cot, and I started having a coughing fit. And when the coughing finally stopped, I heard a voice, and I thought it was Matt. So I lifted up my head to let him know I was okay, and he wasn't in his cot. And I looked around me, and there was nobody around me. And so I think they were just checking to make sure I was okay. So that was cool.
Awesome.
And then I did not hear the screams. I did hear the alarm go off later on that night, and that's it. I slept through absolutely everything else. So,
Okay.
very good night's sleep.
Okay.
So what I forgot to share in yesterday morning's testimonial video is when I woke up after that first night, after Friday night. Was it Friday or Saturday? After Saturday night.
Saturday.
I woke up and I had a blanket over the top of my sleeping bag, and the blanket was folded over all the way down the length of my sleeping bag. It was neatly folded over, which said to me that they were doing a follow-up on my left leg to make sure there was still no clotting going on. They do some occasional check-ins and tune-ups and adjustments to make sure that my circulatory system is remaining fair and stable. So that was pretty cool. As far as last night is concerned, when we all sat down and we were ready to go with the night sit, I immediately saw the figures, the red figures and silhouettes, shimmering images right behind that wood pile. And then off at the 2 o'clock position, several of us saw another Xanue, which was pretty cool. And then in about the middle of the night sit event, Zorth showed up, standing there probably about 10 feet in front of me. And I didn't know that Brittany had seen it before I even said anything, which is pretty cool. So he was there and said he was gonna be here this weekend, and he was gonna be attending the future events, July and August, so that was pretty cool. Brought his son Mogdu with him from Soya. So what's cool about this summer is we have Seska and Nipkia, or Chatty Cathy, from SOA, and Zorth and Mogdu will be coming up as well. So yay, it's pretty cool. Plus we have our local family with Kantu and his family and the other local families. So we have a lot of activity, a lot of guests, a lot of stuff going on. When people come here, there's never any promises of a healing. There's never any promises that they're actually going to see or hear anything. The couple things that everyone is guaranteed minimally is that they're going to meet a lot of great people. They're going to make a lot of good friends. They're going to eat a lot of awesome food from Cindy Johnson. I love Cindy Johnson. I love Cindy Johnson. This is where you pan up there and say, hi, Cindy. Say
Hi, Cindy.
So Cindy's hiding from the video today, but I guarantee you, you're guaranteed to meet good people, make good friends, eat good food. That's the minimum. And enjoy a beautiful outdoors environment. Now, the rest is icing on the cake. To have visuals, to hear things, to experience things. And when some people were talking about putting their hands on the wood pile and being touched and everything was warm, it was 50 degrees outside.
Yeah.
That wood pile was not warm. Yeah, that wood pile was not warm. The hands were not warm yet. The hands and the wood pile were heating up. And it wasn't because it was warm outside. It was 50 degrees. So keep those things in mind. Cynthia and I love hosting these events. We love having people coming, and if you're interested in attending a future Night Sit Sleepover event, there is some minimal criteria, but very important criteria. Number one, you got to be a kind person with a good heart and an open mind. Kind person, good heart, open mind. Now, you may be a kind person with a good heart, but if that's it, if you don't have an open mind, if you have a closed mind, you don't get to come, okay? So kind person, good heart, open mind. If you fit that criteria, then you only have two more things you need to do. One, Watch the 4-part video series, The Great Reveal. Just go to YouTube and type in Dr. Matthew Johnson and The Great Reveal. Watch the 4-part video series. They're about an hour each, so it'll take about 4 hours to watch it. Number 2, buy the book and read it. Not because I want to make money, that's not why I'm saying that. Because you need to learn the information that's in these pages, okay? Between the 4-part video series and the information you'll find in the book, you will have all the information you need, and you will be prepared to attend our events. So we hope to see you at future events. We are glad everybody else came. Thank you guys for coming. And once again, thank you, Cindy Johnson, for all the awesome food. Yay, Cindy.
Yay!
This is Dr. Matthew Johnson and Bubba signing off.